Like when you are in a when you go for a wedding, right, and there is so much chaos, right? How do you get your shot in when there is so much chaos, so much? How do you subtly get your thing done? What do you have to do?
So we don't have to do specifically because now we are just getting trained for that. So we are very used to this chaos. Like if there is no chaos, we will feel awkward that why this wedding is very silent, nobody's doing nothing, like nobody's dancing.
Right,
So nowadays we are just adapted to that situation that Indian wedding means to be a chaos. That
right. It has to.
yeah, it has to be chaos, and that chaos has to be documented very well. That's our job
Right.
basically. So I think there is nothing specific things that we need to do to just get shots out of that chaos. Sometimes, yeah, when I'm taking a couple portraits, or maybe when I'm taking a bridal shots, like a lot of friends are just coming, like teasing a bridegrooms and everything. At that time, we have to manage and we have to request their friends that just give us a 10 minutes alone because couple is feeling very conscious.
Right.
So just at that time we need to manage certain things to just get our perfect shot because we always running behind a time. So for the couple shot also I will just have a 10 minutes. पीछे से कोई अंकल आके खड़ा है कि लाइक पंडित जी बुला रहा है, just come fast, you have
Yeah.
only 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Right.
एक अंकल यहाँ पे खड़े हैं ऐसे मेरे shirt. So that's how things work, and like
Right.
you become very used to of these things,
Yes, yes,
that
yes.
you have to take these things in the 5-10 minutes and you are done.
Right.
So we are very trained now, like
Right.
that's how your experience comes
chaos.
into this work.
Let's talk about some like rate the art. Okay, what differentiates a 50,000 rupees photograph versus a 5 lakh or 10 lakh rupees photograph?
I would say experience. So I would say experience in two ways: the experience of photographer itself and the experience of client with the photographer.
Okay.
So like the 50,000 photographers are just a newbie that just came into this entire field. They don't know. Like I entered into this field 12-13 years. So I was treating a wedding 12-13 years very differently. I
Right.
was I would say that. I was just wearing a normal formal pants and shirts and I went to the weddings. But nowadays we choose a very good clothes that blends into the guest. So our appearance is also very much important. The equipments that we use, the storage equipments that we use, that is very expensive. The team that we hire, like the team cost is also that is included. The more qualified, the more experienced your photographers are, the more quality work that you produce. So there are a lot of factors that goes into the differentiator of 50,000 and 5 lakhs weddings. So yeah, but I would say in one word, there is a overall experience for the client from the booking to the end product is delivered. So because the photography is just a 20% part of this. So
Right.
how you treat your guest, how empathetic your team are, like how humble is your team, how you speak to the other guest, how you speak to the kids, how you speak to the elder people, what all the coverage you are doing with the family apart from the couple and everything. So this
Right.
there's a lot of small things that is happening, how your logistics you are handling, how what kind of clothes you are wearing on the field, what kind of grooming you are also into. Like I have seen a lot of photographers that just chewing pan masala on the
Yeah.
field and just talking on the phone in the chori and everything. So these small etiquettes that differentiate a lot for the guest, because they will not see you upfront, but they are always noticing
Yeah.
you.
They
So
remember.
I remember I have a one client from 2017. They still call me and he just complimented, you guys were just dressed awesomely in my wedding. That's
Right.
my best memory from my wedding. The pictures were awesome, but you were all looking fab.
Right.
So that's how like client notices like what kind of appearance you are doing and everything. So apart from only the photography, this small thing differentiates a lot for 50,000 photographer and 5 lakh photographers.
Right. It's very intimidating as well. Like I was mentioning this word intimidating because when you're planning a wedding into hiring a photographer, the perception goes that okay, if I'm going to pay more money, I'm going to get like really good photographer. How true is that? Like if more money, more better photographs.
I think the wedding industry runs on fear, also runs on a safety. So I think client always thinks that the cheaper is the riskier photographers. And in some way, I have seen a lot of incident that photographers misses some shots, like photographers are not arriving on the time, and in a such a way it's true also. But not all expensive photographers are as good. Like some of them are well branded photographers also, so they charge much, they portray there as a premium photographer. But I have a lot of clients comes to me and that we have hired them but we have not happy with the results, because see, it's a service industry and we are into that industry that you will be loving this shot but someone else might be not.
Yeah, it's very
So
subjective.
it's a very subjective thing, right? So it's not necessary, like maybe that photographers have worked really very hard, they have created a good output, but that is not matching with the client's taste basically. Sometimes client hire a photographer because they can afford that. So I always tell my client, just do not hire us because you can afford us, you just check our work. If you resonate with that, if you love our working style, if you love our editing style or maybe our lighting style, then only you approach us and then you hire us. Because at the end of the day, if you can only just afford us because your friend hired us, that's why I wanted to hire you, and we wanted to be on your social media page and that's why we have hired you, and you do not care about how we work, what kind of work we produce, so that gonna lead to you as a disappointment that
Right.
yeah we acha kaam nahi mila. Because for example, they wanted pictures with their family, that is more important. They have their uncles and bua and mama and mami portraits and everything important. Our style is more of editorial, we focus more on couple and we focus more on a bridal shot. So
Right.
that gap creates a very much disappointment, and then they always feel that we have spent too much money but we didn't got the result. So
Right.
it's a both sides of the thing. So
Yeah, right.
so how you choose photographer, it's also very much important that you should resonate the work of the photographer with your personal style basically.
Right. You shoot internationally as well, right? You as
Yeah,
a
we
team
do.
go to outside of India.
Yes, we
And
do.
you guys shoot there, right?
Yes, we do.
How do you pick your photographers? Like, do you get a liberty? Clients just pay, bring your whole team, or how does that work?
So we usually entirely team flow from here. So just in like 1% or 2% of case we hire the photographers locally, but
Locally
most,
meaning in the destination.
on the destination. But most of the time we flew with our in-house team only.
Okay.
Yeah.
How important is for a photographer to actually know rituals? Because that's how you miss things.
Yeah, so it is very important to know rituals because Indian weddings have a very back-to-back rituals. Like if you take a wedding itself, so Gujarati weddings have a different rituals, Marwadi weddings have a little bit of different rituals than a Gujarati wedding, then South Indian have a entirely different rituals. So my suggestion would be, if you're shooting some other regions or maybe some other rituals for the first time, just ask the family member or maybe some elder family member or maybe Panditji,
Right.
that how the entire flow of the rituals will be. So that's how you be present there at that time and you don't miss the shot basically. So
Right.
it is very important to know the rituals of the wedding basically.
Yeah, the reason why I say is like recently it happened, like, stealing mojari is a big part of the thing, right?
Yeah.
And it can get physical.
Yeah.
And we were able to steal the mojari without getting physical, just by pure tactics.
Yeah.
But nobody captured it.
Yeah.
So we were upset because we don't have a proof now of how our strategy worked.
Yeah. So see, stealing a moji, it's not a ritual because it can like happen when the groom enters in the mandap, right?
It can happen anytime.
It can happen in any time. Like the
Funny, we
friends
stole
of-
at the end.
Yeah.
When it was about to put it on.
But the catch is here. The most important part is photographer has to be mentally and physically be there.
Right,
So
present.
that's how. Yeah. To be a present is very important. So that's how they can quickly capture that particular moment, because anything can be happen suddenly.
Yeah, it's
in
frustrating,
Yeah.
because it has to happen suddenly. Because if you tell people, then they will be
Yeah,
aware, and
exactly,
then they will know, right? So when you are negotiating on prices, obviously people would want to pay less. To get, and result will be like next level. I wanted to do
we
this.
are in Gujarat, so that
Haan,
negotiation
correct.
happens very
Vyapar to
in
so
extreme end.
where do you draw the line when you're negotiating?